Anyway, I come out the door. I come out on my patio, and he's laid out in my lounger. That nigga laid out, no shoes on, laughing loud, drinking that motherfucking brown, and all that old type of shit. Now, last night, he came out with a bottle of Cavassier. Now, I don't have a bottle of Cavassier on my bar. I got everything else. I won't say everything else because I don't know liquor like that. I got what I thought was some good shit. It might be some bullshit. I don't know. I don't drink, but I host company at my house, so shit. Hey, whatever. So, but last night he had, brought a bottle of Cavassier. That's his drink. So, he had the glass Cavassier. You know what I'm saying? And he outside. He parlaying. He posted up. He kicking it. Kicking it. When I tell you kicking it, I mean, girls, look, dude was chilling so motherfucking tough. I was like, well, shit, can I get in? Do you know what I mean? I mean, that's how tough he was kicking. He was on the phone talking to his brother. And then what made it so bad, when I come out there, it wasn't like, he really like got off the phone, which it didn't matter no way, because I came out there and I started doing something, tinkering around with the pool or whatever, and different stuff that I was doing while he was still on the phone. But he didn't cut the conversation. You know what I'm saying? He's still talking to his brother on the phone. And then he came out of his mouth with, he was like, well, baby, what we gonna look at on breakfast? Family, let me tell you something. When he came out of his mouth with that shit, and I looked back at him and I said, what? He was like, baby, what we gonna do about breakfast? He's still on the phone, mind you, laughing out loud, scratching at his motherfucking nuts, doing all this shit on his head and all this bullshit and all this shit. I mean, this motherfucker was kicking it. When I tell you he was kicking it, oh my God. This nigga was like he was, oh my God. The visual, oh my God. And so when I got to putting all that shit together, I have not, when I tell you I ain't heard from this man, I just will not answer his calls. I just couldn't. I just couldn't. It's my own personal thing. Let me have it. Let me deal with the way I need to deal with it. But something was unsettling in my spirit. You know what I mean? And then you gonna ask me about some motherfucking breakfast, nigga? First of all, when I was on some milk shit. And I'm damn sure not gonna come out and I don't eat grits. Let me just go and say that. But of course I have grits in there because Kenny used to eat grits all the time. He got my son's own grits. My daughter, she's cream of wheat. You know what I'm saying? Malto meal, oatmeal. She's on my shit. But my boys, they like grits. Like Kenny, like grits. They put cheese and all kind. Ugh, not my thing. You know what I mean? But they like it like that. So, but nigga, I'm not finna go in there and go cook motherfucking breakfast. Here I got my sons laying on the couches in the den. Here I got my daughter and her 3 or 4 friends, slumber party in her motherfucking room. And I'm finna go in there and cook you some grits and bacon and shit. Are you kidding me? Who the fuck you talking to? I mean, yeah. Oh my God, that's what on the inside. Oh my God, that's what I wanted to come out with. I didn't. I just gave him one of them damn it the hell looks. One of them looks like, nigga, wait a minute, what you just? Yeah. So, I come back over there, and so I said, babe, I said, is we gonna, what we about to do? Because basically at this point in time, we need to talk now. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna need you to get off this right here. Tell your brother you call him back. You know what I'm saying? Everything is what you know what I'm saying? What I told you that, you know what I'm saying? Everything that is paying out. Okay, well go ahead on and cut that loose right here because we need to talk right now. Family. it was all the way live. But I didn't it wasn't all the way live at that moment because I let him have that moment. You know what I'm saying? But I did speak on that. I said, you know what? I said I didn't like the way this happened yesterday. I don't like the feel of this right here. And actually, I owe my children an apology because this right here is not what I do. This is not what I do here. This right here, no. And any man that comes into my life, he has to understand that we don't do things all the time on your timetable. I understand that it's been some time. I got all that. I was working on that. Okay, I was trying to release, some of my control to get myself to that place where it was okay. But my point is, the first time you come to my house, you meet my sons, you meet my daughter, we shake hands, all this right here. We then eventually we migrate back to my own personal space. We leave them doing what they doing. That's fine. You come here, we kick it, we watch a couple of movies, we put one up, you have a sip of whatever, we go out here on my patio, we chill, we kick it and whatever. After a few hours, nigga, I'm expecting you to go ahead on getting your ride and go home. Okay? Now let me just go ahead on and fix this up, because I know some men gonna be like, okay, but it's okay for you to go over there and go chill at his spot. Well, let me just say this. It's just him. There's nobody else there. That is his place by himself. No roommate, no nothing. That's him by himself. Okay? So then therefore, there's no extra burdens to bear. There's no other feelings involved there. So, yes, nigga, we could bark at the motherfucking moon, hang a bitch upside down and do it moving, do it till you're satisfied and all kind of motherfucking shit thereafter. Yeah, we could do that in your spot. Now, I understand, bitch got poles and all kind of motherfucking things that go up in ceilings. I got all that in my personal space. But, listen to me. As I said before, I'm an enthusiast about a whole bunch of things. But certain things, now you see my shit is still in boxes, and y'all know I done had this shit here for a minute. So then therefore, the man that I'm supposed to render all that shit right there to, I ain't met him yet. Because all my shit is still in the motherfucking box. My floor and shit ain't finished right there. The hooks and shit ain't even in the motherfucking in the beams or anything. So then therefore, those things are meant to stay in those boxes until I meet or God brings the man into my life that I'm really that I'm getting prepared for. Then he will be the beneficiary of all that right there. I ain't met that man yet. Undoubtedly, I ain't met him yet. And I'm fine. I'm patient with the process and all that. Nigga, ain't no hurry. Look, I got so much shit going on. Nigga, I ain't in no hurry. Okay? I got too much other shit I got going on. Okay? So, I'm not in no hurry. No. And so, but hell yeah, he got it. Man, baby, we can put this up right now. You got electric screwdriver and drill? Nigga, no. That ain't for you, partner. No. All that right there, nah, that ain't for you. Yeah, but that will be handled, but that ain't your shit. Okay? And so, I know a lot of men is like, well, damn, Tina, the brother, he ain't had no action on all that. He has his own place. That's where all that takes place at. You know what I'm saying? A man is supposed to provide, protect, and prepare. Okay? So you provide the spot for all that to all that. I'll bring the pussy. Okay? But you provide the spot for all of that. I don't believe a woman is supposed to, be paying for no motel rooms, hotel rooms, and all that old type of shit. And especially, look, check this out. And I know I'm gonna lose some people, but I don't think a woman should be paying the house payment if she got a husband or a man in the house. Why are you paying the house payment? That's what the fuck he's supposed to pay. Now you can take care of the groceries, the electricity, shit like that. Take care of the coats and shit like that for the kids. All that. I come from the old school. That's the way my parents ran business. My mama never paid a house payment. My daddy paid the note. You know what I mean? My mama saw to it that groceries and shit like that there, telephone bills and shit was paid and all that old type of shit. But no, from, my background, my pedigree, I don't feel like a woman need to be paying that, especially if she got a man there. What the fuck is you paying the house payment for? For real? So, for me, and now that I got my shit 574.28, yeah, the next man that come into my life, that God brings into my life, since I'm setting up all this like a lioness and I'm getting all my shit together, Proverbs 31. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. All of this, I'm nesting, I'm getting all my house and getting my home front and shit together, and plus I'm making it affordable. So when this motherfucker come into my life, motherfucker, if you can't pay this five something nigga, listen to me, because that will be his bill. Straight up. If a man come up in this motherfucker and that motherfucker gets to a point to whereas, our love is so strong and I'm loving and trusting and I'm open and I'm giving and all this whole type of shit, nigga, and we all one, I don't have a problem with, didn't Beyonce mama just get married and shit? Beyonce mama just got married at 60 motherfucking years old. 60, 61 motherfucking years old. Look, now let me just go on and say that ain't the regular 60, 61. You know what I mean? That is Beyonce motherfucking mama. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't the regular motherfucking 60, 61. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Kris Jenner and all these motherfuckers, these some different motherfucking 60s nowadays. You know what I mean? Them the ones I'm trying to roll with. You know what I mean? That's why I ain't got no problem with yearly maintenance. Because by the time I get 60 motherfucking years old, yes, I'll be on deck. On motherfucking deck. I'm taking care of all my shit. You let some shit go haywire, I'm just getting it fixed. That's just the way that's what I come from. I'm sorry, my bad. Well, but bottom line is, yes, but for me, I just wasn't ready for all of that in that relationship. I wasn't ready. And you can't force the issue with me. You can't make me ready. You can't make me ready because I just, was at your spot last night. So now you was at my house last night, so I'm coming to yours tomorrow. Nigga, what kind of childish ass shit was that he was trying to play on me? Which he did that. Basically that's what this shit was about. So, you ain't, I don't even really think you got like, okay, nigga, no problem. No problem, no problem, no problem. Did you get what you was looking for? Did you tell your brother all about it? Huh? Did you send him the pictures? Did y'all figure it all out? Okay, so that just gave you your exit interview that day, and I haven't talked to your motherfucking ass since then because I don't do that. I don't come from that. Motherfucker, I'm done with motherfuckers trying to come and trying to ride on my shit and then trying to see what's happening over here. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. And though, he's very apologetic. He's saying, oh, Tina, it wasn't that way. It wasn't this. It wasn't this. It wasn't this. Okay, well, that's what it made me feel like. Okay, so I'm on my soapbox right now. I know I'm fucking a video up. I'm on some whole other shit, but I need to cleanse my spirit. I need to get this off of me. And I've been holding this shit here all week. That I've been really just wanting to just get this off of me. So excuse me, family. I just had to say that. I really, really did. It had me feeling a particular kind of motherfucking way. And it has really been having me feel a particular kind of way all week. I get the texts when, baby, I'm on my way to work. Will you please answer the phone? Will you please talk to me? And all this old type of stuff. I'm sorry. Da-da-da-da-da. And all this old type of shit. But I'm sorry. I didn't like that. And I just felt, I felt like my security was questioned. I felt like my personal space was invaded. And the only reason why I obliged and went along with it is because I felt like I had something to prove. And really, ladies, you should not have feel that way in any motherfucking relationship. And that's why, I haven't posted any videos this week because I'm not fake like that. When I'm going through some shit, nigga, let me go through what I'm going through. I'll be back. I'm just going through some shit. And in the last videos, certain things, I was saying certain things that, I shouldn't say and, about my own personal shit, not about anybody else, but I was saying, I was letting shit out that I know that I shouldn't have said. So, anyway, I'm glad I got it out. Thanks for listening. So, anyway, let's on to something else. Okay. The Bobcat guys. I have to have a Bobcat guy come out to do the grading on the and around the perimeter of the house, because to lay concrete you have to have smooth surface, or you will have buckling and cracks in the concrete, or you will have puddles of water in the concrete if the concrete is not laid on a flat surface. Or you will also have pooling of water going towards the house. It can affect your foundation. Different things can happen. So I'm on, if I'm going to do something, and if that means that I have to save up to get it done right, then I will save up and get it done right. Have I made some errors in this journey of all this? I have made some mistakes. I've had people out here that wasn't really good to me. That was out here stealing shit, stealing tools, all kinds. I've had it all. This has really toughened my skin a great deal, and it's eating at me. I'm so ready for this shit to be done, but oh my god, the expenses are crazy. And I don't have Taraji's income to whereas I could just call somebody up and tell them, okay, well, you know what? Send a crew out here and y'all come out, survey everything, write it all up, give it to my assistant, let's get this going. I don't have that type of income. Okay, once again, I'm a thousandaire. Okay, I'm just a thousandaire. That's it. I'm not a millionaire. I'm a thousandaire. I'm a thousandaire, and I own it. I don't live above my means. I'm comfortable with what it is that I own, and 90% of what I have, I own. The 10% is the rest of this mortgage. This is the only thing that I don't solely own. Can I pay this off? Yes. But the thing is, I don't want to be also in a different tax bracket. I also need the tax write offs. You know what I mean? Because the equity is ridiculous. Like, I can go and get a home equity loan if I needed to say, I need to pull out $100,000 to open up me a business or to start me a business or whatever like that. My equity speaks for itself. And owing less than $90,000 left on this property, I'm okay. And the only reason why I pay $574.28 is because $200+ is the insurance that I carry on this house. I'm big on insurance, and I'm big on shit. You gotta have a motherfucker to call in case some shit pop off. Okay, and wow. Anyway, I was getting ready to say something else. I was getting ready to say something else. Open up another can of worms to start a whole different dialect. I mean, whatever. Anyway, um, uh, to start a whole another discussion. Anyway, so we're gonna also start planning my stuff. I had a guy come in and he already did the weeding out of my plant beds and stuff in the front. I'm gonna show you guys in a little bit of that. So he did that already, but I still need the grading because they're gonna do a concrete slab in the front of the house to where I can drive my car up to the door, as I've been doing. The one other thing, let me go on and say this here. I know this is gonna open up a can of worms too, but somebody broke in my goddamn car. I had my windows down. And my car, because I always park my car right there at my front door. It was somebody that we know. Because ain't nobody just gonna go in my goddamn car, you know what I mean? But you can't steal my shit no way. Without no smart key, you can't, without that smart key to that motherfucker, you can't even wire that motherfucker. That motherfucker ain't going nowhere, okay? And the system that I got on that motherfucker, you take it if you want to. I'll call that motherfucker and have the goddamn ignition kill on that motherfucker, okay? Yeah. There's no problem. The motherfucker will get the ringing out. Oh, I got OnStar and all that old type. But I got a low jack and all that old type of shit on my ride. Okay? But if you have the windows and shit down, nigga, the car think it's you going in there. So somebody straight stole my iPod out my goddamn car. Yep, stole my iPod out my car and my car organizer. I had an organizer sitting on my back seat. I had some CDs in there, papers in there, lotion, peppermints, all kinds of stuff. It was a nice organizer on the back. They took my organizer out of my car and they took my fucking iPod. Ain't that a bitch? Yeah, took my motherfucking iPod out of my car, but everything was saved on my laptop anyway, so I just gotta buy me a whole nother iPod. But my iPod didn't take pictures anyway, cause like Cynthia, she do videos on her iPod. And so, you know, I had the older version of the Touch iPod, and it didn't, the version that did not have, that last version that did not have the camera on it. So, I'm gonna just buy me a new one. I want a pink one anyway. So, fuck it. Nigga, take it, go. You know what I mean? If that's how we going out, okay, nigga, take it and go. Because you know that's a motherfucker that I know that did that. I mean, you know, and the shit that was taken out of my car was personal shit. My taser was taken. This motherfucker literally, and this was in the daytime, mind you. They went in my car in the motherfucking daytime. Is that not crazy? So yeah, I've been going through some shit around this motherfucker. So, um, they took my taser, um, and I had both things of mace in my car. They took one, left me one. But my one that looks like a compact, that's the one. That's the mace that they took. Um, it's crazy. But yeah, so I had that happen as well. So, you know, I don't know. I can't come on here and speak every day. Nigga, I'll be telling shit I don't even need to be. I'll be discussing shit, nigga, that's getting my ass implemented and all kind of motherfuckers. I can't do it because I'm not a liar. I ain't no motherfucking liar, nigga, and I ain't got no script. All this shit is right off the dome, impromptu, just however way it come out there it went, you know. So, it is what it is. So, okay, so now, so I had that all that going on. Um, now where do we go? Now